All right, close your eyes real quick because you're sleeping. It's the night before something important for you. High schoolers, it could be a game, you and me. It could be a job interview or a meeting at work, something like that, right? You're trying to get rested for what's to come. And then you hear this, a fire alarm goes off randomly, and there's no recovery from that. And I say this because, well, it happened to Nebraska ball yesterday. This is not a joke. Fred Hoiberg talked about it in the postgame press conference. This ex-post or tweet coming from Steve Merrick. He works at Rivals.com. A quote from Fred Hoiberg at the postgame presser said, or he said, "We had 5 fire alarms go off starting at about 1 in the morning, and I know I didn't get back to sleep until about 4:30. And to have to respond to play a noon game, that's tough." And I know what you're thinking. I mean, look, picture didn't happen, Trey. My friend said it all the time. I get you. Courtesy of now grad assistant coach Josiah Alec. Cover your ears. The alarm's about to go off, literally. You hear that part? Not even the first time, man. I told you. A couple more Z's, and Nebraska maybe doesn't lose. Either way, you got to flush it. Be grateful the next roadie's in Omaha. NU and Creighton tip off at 7 on Friday. I want to let you in on a little secret. 4th-ranked UNK volleyball is still really good. 28-1, and now the top seed of the MIAA tournament. That begins on Thursday. Preparations for it happening Monday. And the last 2 weekends have featured road trips for this Lopers squad. That's 4 matches, all of which the Lopers won. 3 of them went to 5 sets, and the last one, Lopers reverse swept Northwest Missouri State. UNK's battle-tested. Head coach Rick Squires details why this stretch will help this group.
I think, again, when you have seniors, fifth-year players, grad students playing, they've been in a few of these, and they kind of know how they work, and they just kept playing. And we just seem like we got a team that gets a little bit better as the match wears on, and that's a good trait to have going into the postseason.
Prep began today, as you can see, but it begins, the tournament journey that is, with 8th-seeded Fort Hays State first serve set for Thursday at 5 p.m. All right, back on October 5th, Nebraska defeated Rutgers at Memorial Stadium to improve that record to 5-1. Team, fans, everyone was pumped about not only a bowl berth, but maybe even loftier goals. And then you get this, the 4th consecutive loss for Big Red, losing yesterday to USC 28-20. Now you have 2 games left on the schedule, secure bowl eligibility. There we go, mouthful. But hey, what seems like a sure thing hangs in the balance as Big Red's running out of chances to end this drought.
You know, I know it's a lot of years for them going to a bowl game in a row. I 100% believe in the impact that has on your program and your development over time. So, you know, we're right back in the same spot. I do feel like we're at the point where we could. we're getting closer to getting to that point. So, you know, instead of taking a big picture look, I just try to narrow my focus down and just keep you know, chopping and hitting at the same spot.
Keep chopping wood. The Huskers now take on a Wisconsin team that's lost 3 straight. Just made a change today with its coaching staff as well, firing offensive coordinator Phil Longo after putting up 13 points or less in each of the games during that stretch. Last year it was Longo and the Badgers that presented maybe the biggest challenge to the Black Shirts according to Rule. But hey, speaking of Rule, that head coach believes that his team needs to just tune out the noise and play their best game yet.
You know, you don't know exactly what you're going to see, right? I mean, obviously, Coach Fickle's a great head coach. You know, they're going to play great defense. They want to run the football. They want to take shots down the field. We kind of have a general idea of who they are and what they do, but yeah, you have a whole other element now that you have to prepare for. So I think best thing we can do is just, you know, focus on ourselves and try to fix some of the issues we had last week that prevented us from winning.
It's coming down to the wire for the Huskers. 2 more games to get that 6th win. First chance will be this Saturday at Memorial Stadium against the Badgers. Kickoff set for 2:30. UNK's football season ended Saturday in a 27-20 loss to 23rd-ranked Fort Hays State. The Lopers season ends with a 5-6 record. Now it's all about turning the page to the next chapter, said head coach Ryan Held on Saturday.
I want guys that want to be Lopers, and I think we have a lot of guys that want to be Lopers. But I think it was really key for us to finish and go out there and give ourselves a chance to win. If we would have got 50 burgered that game, that probably wouldn't have been very good for us. But, you know, there's a lot to build on, but we have to be able to get over the hump. We won some close games this year. But we got to be able to beat some of these teams that are really, really good, you know.
Worst way to end the season, losing to your biggest rival. UNK has done so 11 times in the last 12 seasons.
Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. And for the latest news anytime, download the NTV News app.